When you open your tefillin case, your head tefillin should be on the bottom, and the tefillin for your arm should be on top, so that when you pull out the first tefillin, which your hand will have access to, they should be the tefillin of your arm. So you take out the tefillin of your arm and allow these straps to unwrap. Pull up your shirt sleeve and position what in Hebrew is called the house of the arm tefillin. The bait or house of the arm tefillin is the box, the little black box. So position it on your bicep, facing inward towards the direction of your heart, making sure that you have a space of 2 or 3 finger breadths between the box and the inner crease of your elbow, and the box and the inner crease of where your arm is attached to your shoulder, so that the black box will be in the middle of your bicep. Before one begins wrapping the tefillin of the arm, he should first say the following blessing. This blessing should only be said once the tefillin of the arm is already positioned on the arm, but before you begin wrapping the straps leading up to the tying of the arm tefillin. The blessing is as follows. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddeshanu b'mitzvoto u'tzivanu lahaniach tefillin. Then take the strap and tighten where the strap comes through the loop so that it is snug on your bicep. Now extend the black strap, which is hanging loose, while tightening it, and then wrap it over the upper side of the tefillin box 1 time and then a 3rd time. Keep in mind that there is no specific halakha, there's no specific law as to how the tefillin of the arm should be attached to the arm. The only essential law is that it should be tied to the arm. There are various customs in different Jewish communities. We're following the traditional Yemenite practice. Now, once you've gone over your arm tefillin 2 times, so that there's an appearance of 3 wrappings on your bicep, similar to the letter Shin, then you take the strap and begin wrapping it around your forearm. If your tefillin strap is not long enough to make a specific number of windings around your arm, don't fret. There's no specific amount of windings required by halakha. According to the length of your strap and the size of your arm, as you get used to placing tefillin, you should be able to determine what is the best amount of times to wrap the tefillin strap around your arm so as not to have an overly excessive amount of the black strap remaining to be wrapped around your hand. You want it to be relatively comfortable so as not to be a distraction to you while praying. Now, once you get to your hand, first you're going to bring the tefillin strap to your middle finger, wrap it around your middle finger 3 times. Then go towards the back side of your hand, going under, and bring the strap back over between your thumb and your index finger. Bring it over 1 more time so that you cross over the tefillin strap, which has already been placed on the back of your hand, and then tie the excess underneath your hand, in the palm of your hand. If you are right-handed, the arm tefillin is to be tied on your left hand. If you are left-handed, the arm tefillin should be tied to your right arm. If you are ambidextrous, the arm tefillin should be tied to the left hand. After having affixed the arm tefillin to your arm, now remove your head tefillin from the container and make sure that the knot of the head tefillin is positioned equally opposite the head tefillin, so that there is an equal amount of straps remaining on both sides of the knot of the head tefillin, so that the box of the head tefillin will be properly positioned between your eyes, that is, between your eyes at your hairline, and not literally between your eyebrows. Keep in mind, for those who would have questions as to how this could be referred to as between your eyes, that the only definition, the only parameter for between your eyes given in the Torah is the prohibition of people removing the hair of their head for mourning removing the hair of their head from between their eyes. So from this we understand that even the hair of your head is referred to as the hair between your eyes. No blessing should be said between laying the tefillin of the arm and placing the tefillin of the head. If a person made an unrelated and unnecessary interruption between putting on the arm tefillin and putting on the head tefillin, then also, after having already placed the arm tefillin, he should say an additional blessing before placing the tefillin of the head on his head. That blessing is as follows: Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher qiddashanu b'mitzvoto v'tzivonu al miswath tefillin. When you place the head tefillin on your head, make sure that the box of the head tefillin is not hanging on your forehead, but is actually positioned towards the end of the hairline above your eyes and between your eyes. And the knot of the head tefillin is positioned at the top of the neck and at the bottom of the skull. You should feel a little projection of the bone of your skull at that point. And when removing your tefillin, you should first remove the tefillin of the head. Place the tefillin of the head at the bottom of your container, then remove the arm tefillin. Jewish law does not require that one wrap up the straps of his tefillin in a specific manner. There are different traditions and practices which various individuals use. I use the manner which is able to be done most quickly and which is the easiest for unwinding my tefillin straps. And this is what we use to teach other individuals so as not to overly burden their learning of the mitzvot and to lessen the confusion of carrying out the commandments. If a person only has the arm tefillin and does not have the tefillin for the head, or he only has the tefillin for the head but does not have tefillin for the arm, he can place whichever he has access to because they are regarded as two distinct commandments. If he only has the arm tefillin, then he says the blessing asher qiddashanu b'mitzvoto v'tzivonu lahaniach tefillin, in the same manner that he blesses before putting on both the arm and the head tefillin. If he only has the head tefillin, then before placing it on his head, he says the blessing asher qiddashanu b'mitzvoto v'tzivonu al miswath tefillin.